Good morning, everyone. All right, let me see. I feel like it's been so long since we've done Pilates, so let's get a good workout. Hope everyone's doing well. If anyone's new, I didn't look at who's here. If anyone's new, my name is Tanya. We're going to do Pilates mat, and we'll start in a standing position for our warm-up. So let's begin with our legs a little bit apart, stand really tall. We're going to begin with the Pilates roll down. So with the roll down, we just tilt our chin to begin, and we're just going to gently and slowly roll down, flexing our spine, allowing our arms to completely relax towards the floor. And then when you feel a nice stretch in those back body muscles, slowly return to a tall standing position. Let's do that again. Take a deep breath at the top. Exhale, roll down. Keep going. I'm just going to fix the camera while you're doing the next one because I noticed it was a little low. Sorry to be so close to it. Okay. All right, once you're up tall again, let's do one more at the top of the move. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, roll down. Make sure the back of your neck's relaxed. Try not to hold your head up. Look towards the back of the room and then slowly return to a standing position. Okay, once you're up tall, let's just roll our shoulders back, nice big circle. Let's stand as tall as possible so we're in a nice alignment, so eyes straight ahead. Let's circle the other way. I'm gonna angle my body a little bit. Let's really exaggerate this move. So send your shoulders back, up, forward, and down. 2 more, and 1 more. Okay, facing you again, I'm gonna turn my legs out, my feet are wide. I'm gonna get down low into a squat position. Sink down low enough that you start to already feel that stretch in the back body muscles. Engage those abs. Now round your back. This is similar to the cat-cow stretch we do on the mat, and then lengthen your back. Let's do that again. Exhale, pull the abs in closer to your spine. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Again, tuck the tailbone as you curve your spine. Straight back with the tailbone as you lengthen. 1 more time. Exhale, pull those abs in. Inhale, lengthen. Hold it right here. Now let's go into rotation. So make sure your feet are wide enough so this is comfortable to rotate. We're gonna lower one shoulder towards the mat, one shoulder up towards the ceiling, and then over to the other side. And just keep going back and forth a few more times. Okay, how about 2 more? And 1 more. Take it to the center, and then we're gonna stand nice and tall. Lateral flexion. Bring one arm up and over. I like to place this hand here for support. Curve your spine mid back up. The lower spine pretty much stays the same, and then over to the other side. Good. Let's do 2 more. Your arm, try to line up your arm with your ear so you get that full stretch here on your side. And 1 more. And look straight ahead. Good. Okay, bring it back to the center. Let's walk our feet in. Last move for our warm-up. I'm going to angle my body again. So this next move, we're going to reach up, and this is good for shoulder mobility. And then just lower your arms and reach back behind your body without curving your shoulders forward. Keep the chest open. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale, lower your arms. And just a comfortable position, so if you want to turn your palms in, that's fine. If you want to turn your palms so they're forward, it's up to you. Now let's add the squat. So we're going to sit back like we're sitting into a chair, straighten our legs as we lift our arms. Bend our legs and then stand tall. Let's pick up the pace. So it's bend, straighten, bend, look straight ahead. Lengthen the back of your legs here and then look straight ahead. 2 more. Just some full body movement for the warm up. 1 more. Now hold your arms up, turn your palms forward. I'm going to face you again. Let's just do 4 pull downs. Really thinking about this muscle here. 3, good. And 2, and 1. Now reach straight out. We're going to begin our workout with some upper body work. So let's start with small controlled circles. If you have light hand weights, you can grab those weights now and hold on to them. It's up to you. Now we're gently and slowly circling our arms around. Focus on posture. So we want to make sure our chest is a little lifted, but our abs engaged. Our pelvis is in a nice neutral position, so again, I'll turn to the side. We want to make sure we're not tucked. So keep that tailbone back a little bit, but engage those abs so you don't end up arching too much. I'm going to face you again. Now let's circle our arms the other way and make this circle just a little bit bigger. You're probably already starting to feel it in your arms, especially if you have those weights. If you don't have weights, that's fine. You'll get a great workout even without the weights. 4 more, and 3, and 2. Now hold your arms up shoulder height. Push yourself. So if you start to feel that burn in your arms, see if you can go a little bit longer. If you notice your shoulders are here, engage these muscles here to pull our shoulders down and lengthen from our ear to our shoulder. Flip your palms up. We're going to do a little movement for our wrists and forearms. Palms down, palms up, palms down. This is a little more challenging if you're holding weights. If there's small weights, you can probably still do this, but you can always put the weights down and continue without the weights. 4 more. And weights are not part of the class, not a requirement, but if you have them and if you want to add them, that's fine. All right, reach here, keep your arms straight. Now flip your palms up. Let's do 4 bicep curls. We're almost done. Good. Now bend your arms, turn your palms toward me. We're going to do some chest flies. So our elbows reach forward, but our shoulders stay back. So imagine you're standing up against a wall. Keep the back of your head and the back of your shoulders up against that wall when your arms are moving forward. 2 more. 1 more. Now the last move, let's just reach with our arms wide. Try to straighten your arms completely and then lower your arms down. Shake them out, and let's go to lower body. We're going to turn our legs out and get down as low as we can, maintaining neutral. So if we feel like we need to round over, just come up a little higher. Maybe don't bend your knees try not to get as low. But if you're comfortable getting low and staying neutral, get down as low as you can. Take a look at your knees, make sure they're tracking in the same direction as your toes. If not, adjust your feet so they're lining up. And let's do some pulses here. We're going to go for a good 5 minutes. Standing, and then we'll take it down onto our mat. So you're probably already starting to feel your legs work. And let's do 8 more. 7, 6, 4, 3, 2. Now lengthen your legs just for a second. Relax your arms. Let's take it back down. Hold. Let's just freeze here. Abs are engaged. We have a little arch in our back. If you feel like you're flattening that arch, stand up tall. Think of one line here, crown of the head reaching up towards the ceiling, and that neutral position in the lower, on the spine and the pelvis. And let's do pulses again. 8 more. 7, 6, and 5. Keep breathing. Okay, now hold it. Stay low for a few more seconds. Breathe, and then slowly lengthen. All right, let's add arms. We're just going to add lateral raises and singles with our legs. So taking it down to where you're comfortable. And then straighten your legs completely, so knees are straight when you're standing. 8 more. How about if we try inhaling as we lower our body, exhale as we stand tall. 4 more. 3, and 2. Now we're going to stay low again and hold. Take one hand to your side or your waist and up and over. We're going to go back and forth, nice fluid move. Good. Keep your legs bent. If it's getting to be too much for you, you can stand so your legs are straight and just continue with your upper body movement. 2 more, and 1 more. Okay, stand nice and tall, walk your feet in. Let's do some knee raises. So we're gonna stand with our legs hip distance apart, hands on our waist or down by our side. Lift one knee at a time. I like to place my hands here, but it's up to you. Just make sure if your hands are here, your shoulders are not here. If they are, try your best to relax your shoulders, or keep your arms down by your side if that helps. Good. Let's do 8 more, then hold that leg up, a little balance challenge. 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold your knee up, balance, stretch your arms straight down by your side. We're gonna do a little tiny move here. Now the goal here is to stay neutral and not tuck around. It's very challenging. You can lower your knee if it's too much for you and you feel like you need to lean over to get your knee up. Just take it down a little lower. 8 more. 7, 6. You'll feel the quad and hip work. 4, but you don't want to feel any strain in your lower back. Hold it. Place it down. Stand really tall, stacking your spine. Lift the other leg. Keep your hips even. Try not to hike up your hip. Hold it, find your balance. Little pulses up. Great job. Remember, relax neck and shoulders. Just allow your arms to just relax by your side. 8 more, 7, 6. Keep this leg straight. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place it down. Legs hip distance apart. Squats. Reach forward, sit back. Stand tall. Inhale as you sit. Exhale. Now in Pilates, we try to inhale through our nose, exhale through our mouth. If that's not comfortable for you, as long as you're not holding your breath, any breathing pattern's fine. Now the next one, when you stand up tall, just gently pull those abs in closer to your spine on that exhale right here. Inhale. Exhale. 4 more. And 3. And 2. Now on this next one, let's stay down and place our hands on our quads. Stay in the squat position. I'm going to turn a little so you can see the position of my back. Try to avoid rounding your back. We want to fold in our hips and lengthen our spine, but not arch. So pull that rib cage up, abs in. Stay right here. Good. Now let's roll up onto the ball of our foot for 1 foot, 1 leg. We're lifting that heel. The other foot's flat. Drop that heel down. Switch. Lift the other one up. It's a nice stretch for your foot. Nice little contraction for your calf. Lower down, switch again, roll right up to your toes. Good, you got it. And 1 more. And lower down, slowly lengthen. Now let's place our hands on the lower back and extend our spine. Come back up tall. Let's go into that squat position again and hold. This time little pulses right here. So we're trying to fold in our hip, our knees are bent. My knees move forward a little bit, but we want to try to not have them here. So really sit like you're about to sit into a chair. And 8, 7, abs up towards your spine. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lengthen back to balance challenge. So I'm going to turn to the side for this exercise. Lift one knee up in front, that knee lift. Then send that leg back to a scale and lift your arms up by your ears and hold. If this is too much for you, you can hold a wall, you can hold onto a chair. It's up to you. Now in this position, my hips are even. I'm trying not to rotate and turn my hip out, so you don't have to lift your leg high. Now lift your knee back up, look straight ahead, and then place it down. Stability, important part of Pilates workout. Let's lift the other knee up. Hold it up, stand tall. Send that leg back. We straighten the back leg. Lift your arms up by your ears. Both legs lengthen. Pull those abs in. Breathe. Okay, lift your knee back up. Stand tall. Look straight ahead. And place it down. I'm going to turn and face you. A couple more minutes standing. Let's step to the side and go into a curtsy squat. So this leg's going to cross back behind the front leg and we squat. 1 leg in front, 1 leg behind. Reach your arms wide and over to the other side. Curtsy squat. Good. Reach, curtsy squat. So you'll notice the weight of your body is a little more on the outside of the front foot when you go into that squat. My back foot, just my toes on the mat, not my heel. So reach, squat. Reach, squat. 4 more. 3, good, and 2, and 1. Okay, now stand tall. Last balance challenge standing. Stand on 1 leg, lift 1 leg out to the side and hold your arms up shoulder height. Pull in those abs. Little side kicks here. 8, 7, make sure your shoulders are not riding up. Keep them in place. Use those back muscles to hold them down. Okay, right over to the other side. Try to hold your arms up. Stand tall, pull those abs in and up. Lift your leg. Keep this leg nice and straight, so lots of energy through that leg. Side kick. Shoulders down. 8, 7, 6, and 5. Keep your hip open, so leg straight out to the side. Okay, feet together. Let's take a deep breath in. Look up as you inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. So bend your knees a little bit here. Deep breath in and exhale. Let's take it to one side of our mat. So there's plenty of room in front. Legs close together. Stand tall, arms by your side or on your waist. Let's do some calf raises. We're going to take it down onto our mat in just a moment. Lift your heels up. Try not to bend your knees. Keep them straight. Strengthen the muscles around your knees. Strengthening those calves, our feet. 8 more. 7, 6, look straight ahead. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, both heels down. Reach your arms up. We're going to dive forward and take our hands to the mat. You can bend your knees if you'd like. Walk your hands, excuse me, forward to a plank. Hold this plank position. Modification for a plank, lower your knees. If you're doing okay, keep your knees up. Now we are going to go to a downward dog stretch. So if your knees are on the mat, if you want to do the downward dog stretch, lift your knees up. And now let's go into that downward dog stretch. Adjust your feet so you're comfortable and gently lower your heels a little closer to the mat. Your head's between your arms. Breathe. And let's go back to a plank position. Hold it here. Eyes looking down. Make sure your head's not hanging down. Keep it up without lifting your chin. 10 seconds. Engage in those abs. Waken up those abs for the next part of this Pilates mat class. We're going to work core. And now lower your knees. Let's sit back in a child pose stretch. This stretch should feel nice for those back body muscles. And around your knees, quads, you might feel a nice little stretch. Breathe here, relax into this position. And then take it back up. Let's go back to that plank position one more time. Keeping your hips even with the rest of your body. So if they're here, see if you can lower them. It's a little more challenging on those abs. Now just shift your body weight forward and back just a few inches. You're gonna feel this work in your arms, your shoulders, your core. And 4 more. And 3, you'll feel a stretch in the wrist. And 1, shift your weight back, lower your knees down, child pose stretch one more time. Sitting back, keep your arms reaching away from your body. Now when you're ready, start to round your back up and go into extension. And then lower your hips here and open up the chest, look a little past your mat. Hold this extension position. This is where those lats are important, that we're not sinking below our shoulders. We want to keep those shoulders down away from our ears. And now walk your hands back and let's go into cat-cow stretch. Hands under our shoulders, knees under our hips, and legs are a little bit apart. When you're ready, we're going to pull those abs in, exhale and round or flex your spine. Inhale, extend your spine. Let's do that again. Exhale, round. Nice to keep the spine moving. Lots of mobility here. And extend. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. 1 more. Exhale. Inhale. Now try to find neutral where you have those natural curves in your spine. Hold it for a few seconds. Now take your toes to the mat and walk your hands back so we're in a low squat. Again, great movement for stretches, especially for the Achilles area, the knees, the glutes, maybe even a lower back if there's a little tightness there. Now walk your hands forward, back onto your hands and knees, and then we're going to take it to a seated position and move your body a little closer to one end of the mat. Let's stretch our legs out and sit tall. The goal is to be able to sit tall and neutral with not being here, but it's challenging. So if you're here to start, then just bend your knees so you're able to sit right up on the sits bones and not on a tucked pelvis. Okay, sit nice and tall here, reach your arms forward. All we're gonna do is roll back and start to curve our spine and then sit tall. Lengthen, feel the difference of that neutral position, which hopefully you spend most of your day in, and then roll back, tuck the tailbone. You can do this with your legs straight, or again, when you come up to a tall position. If it's difficult to sit tall, just bend your knees. You'll notice a big difference. Exhale, roll back, scoop those lower abs. Inhale, look straight ahead. 2 more. Exhale, roll back, scoop those lower abs. Inhale, sit tall. 1 more. Okay, hold it right here, lower your arms. We're gonna bend our legs more, a little bit closer to our glutes. Hands on the mat. I like to point my fingers out to the side. It's a little more comfortable, and lift your hips. Just hold this position. Stay right here. I'm still looking over my body, I'm not here. That'll get uncomfortable on your neck. And then lower down. Let's lengthen our legs so it's a little more challenging. Same thing, lift your hips up. Contract those glutes and hamstring. Hold it. and lower down. Okay, from here, take your legs a little wider so they're in a V shape here. Sit tall. We're gonna reach straight ahead and hinge at our hips. We'll just do this 4 times. Lean forward, hinge at your hips. Try not to fold in your back. If you're folding here, you can always sit on a yoga block to give you a little height. So you're sitting tall. 1 more. Now hold it forward, flex your feet, and see if you can reach your toes. If not, that's okay. You can hold onto your ankles. Gently pull your body forward, and then sit tall. Legs together, point your toes. Let's go all the way down onto our mat. So we're gonna slowly curve. Take a breath in, and then exhale, roll it all the way down with control. Arms up, hold it here for a moment. Shoulder mobility, lower one arm by your ear, one arm to your side, and then slowly switch. And switch. You can bend your elbow a little bit if that's a little more comfortable for you. 4 more. And 3, and 2, and 1. Both arms up, and then float your arms down towards the mat. Okay, bend your legs in. We're gonna start with a bridge, and then I promise we'll get into that ab workout. Legs at hip distance apart. Tuck the tailbone and lift your hips up. Point your knees straight ahead. Hold it here. Let's check our form. So we want the rib cage hidden. We don't want it popped up towards the ceiling. Hold those abs in to keep the rib cage nice and lined up with your hips. Glutes are contracted strong, quads are contracted strong, and let's do little pulses here. Now, if you're on the mat and you normally use something, you place something under your head for a little height for your neck comfort, I would move that out of the way for this exercise and then bring it back when we do some work without our hips lifted. And 8 more. 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold it up and take a deep breath in. Exhale, roll your spine down, starting with the upper, middle, lower back, and completely relax the glutes and try to roll your pelvis into neutral. Neutral pelvis, you would be able to balance a glass of water on your lower abs. Now move your legs together and stay in neutral. Slide one leg out along your mat. Don't change the position of the pelvis, and then bend that knee back in. Switch legs. It's more challenging than it looks. We want to maintain that steady position here. For my body, I have a little space here under my lower back and the mat, and that's neutral for me. We want to make sure we're not popping up that rib cage. If you imagine there's a cup of water on your lower abs and you want to balance that water, that's the neutral position. Let's do 1 more. Okay, slide that foot in. Now move your legs a little wider. We are going to go into ab work. You can stay in neutral, or you can lower your back into the mat so you're in a little posterior tilt. That glass of water would spill towards you. Place your hands behind your head and curl up. Just try to find that perfect position. Eyes looking over your knees, tuck your chin down and back, but imagine you're holding a tennis ball here between your chin and your chest. We don't want our chin completely against our chest. Let's start off with little pulses. Now we're going to go through quite a few exercises. If you get tired, feel free to rest. Each time you lift, you're pulling those abs in. Elbows are higher than your head so it's comfortable. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and slowly lower down. Drop your elbows. Now, if you find that's uncomfortable for your hips or lower back, you can always place your feet on a chair, and it usually helps to really feel it in the abs, not all in your hips and quads. Okay, when you're ready, curl it up 1 more time. Same thing, pulse it up. Now, I have my fingers on the back of my head, but I'm allowing my head to kind of feel heavy in my hands. I'm not pulling my head forward with my arms. And 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly lower down. Take your arms to your side. Lift your legs to a tabletop position. Now, imagine there's a grape under your lower back. Squish that grape into the mat. Try not to lift your lower back. We're going to stretch one leg out. Keep your lower back on the mat. Pull it in. Switch legs. Now this is also, it's working core, but it's also a nice stretch and lengthening for your leg, opening up your hip, and switch. If this is too much for you, you feel strain in the lower back, you can always keep 1 foot on the mat, 1 leg at a time, so you have that little bit of support. If you're doing okay, keep both legs up. Exhale when you reach. Last one. Okay, holding your legs up. Now, we're gonna curl it up with our arms reaching that same position with your neck, eyes looking over your knees. Now, from here, we're gonna stretch both legs out, very challenging, bend it in. Modification for this exercise, one foot on the mat. But if you're doing okay, keep both legs up. Exhale when you reach, inhale, 2 more. One more. Now hug your knees, little quick rest for a few seconds, and then lower your feet hip distance apart. Hands behind your head again, curl it up, looking over your knees. We're just gonna freeze here. Pressing the ribcage into the mat, but not your lower back. So your lower back, if it's on the mat, it's just lightly on the mat. It's not pressed into the mat. Hold it, lower down. Now let's lift our legs again. We're gonna curl it up and go into single leg stretch. Lengthen one leg and switch. Modification for this exercise, you would keep one foot on the mat and it would look like this. Maybe do 4 on one side, and then when you're ready, switch legs. But if you're doing okay, continue here. Keep breathing. And 8, and 7. Hold on to the back of your head so your neck's comfortable. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, both legs in. Exhale, roll it back. Take your arms to your side. Reverse curls. Reverse curls are very challenging. We pull our abs in, contract our abs to lift our hips just an inch or 2, and then lower down. You don't have to lift high. Exhale. Now, if you want a little more of a challenge with this exercise, when you do the reverse curl and you lower your hips back down, you can tap the mat. And then right back into that reverse curl, tap the mat. You got it. Let's do 4 more. And 3, and 2, and 1. Now lower your feet down onto the mat. Stretch your legs out so they're straight. Let's lift our arms and lower them by our ears. Let's go into a Pilates roll up, but first we'll do the prep. So we lift our arms up, then we curl up, just looking over our straight body. Lift your arms up, but continue to look over your body. This is the challenging part, when your arms are moving up and you're trying to stay curled up, and then lower down. This is the prep. Again, inhale, just your arms. Exhale, roll up. Inhale, just your arms. Exhale, roll down. 2 more. Inhale, arms only. Exhale, lift your head and shoulders. Inhale, just your arms. Exhale, 1 more. Deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Okay, the full roll up. We're gonna go all the way up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, roll it up. If you get stuck here and you can't get up, kick your leg. Now here, we're gonna sit tall and then curve up and over our legs. Imagine there's a fitness ball in your lap and you're curling up and over that ball. Stack your spine, deep breath in, exhale, roll down. Okay, let's do that again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, roll up. I get stuck, so I always have to kick my leg. Inhale, stack your spine, shoulders back. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, roll down slow with control. Again, just your arms as you breathe in. Exhale, peel your spine up off the mat. Navel to spine here. Inhale, stack your spine. Exhale down. Okay, 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, roll up. This is a nice full body movement. Inhale, stack your spine. Exhale, roll down. Okay, from here, bend your legs in. Keep your arms up. Lift your legs to tabletop. We're squishing that grate into the mat again under our lower back. Lengthen your left leg and right arm. Lift it back up. Switch. Right leg, left arm. Exhale. Inhale up. We're almost done. Hang in there. And exhale. Keep going. Try not to lift your lower back when your arm and leg get closer to the mat. Let's do 4 more. Exhale, pull those abs in closer to your spine. 3 more. Okay, last one. Now from here, hold your hamstrings, stretch your legs out, flex your feet, quick little stretch. Hold it. Feel that nice stretch in the back of your legs. Point your toes. Now we're gonna lift our body up and go into scissors. So we lower one leg, we hold onto that top leg. Let's pulse the top leg for 2 and then switch. Exhale, exhale, inhale to switch. Inhale, inhale, inhale. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Inhale, both legs up. Exhale, bend your knees. Rest your head and shoulders back. One more time, lengthen your legs up. We're going to curl it up again. This time, support your head. Now, we're going to take our legs out a little wider. This is called tornado. One leg moves up and forward towards your body. The other leg goes the other way. And then we circle around. Keep your shoulders and head up. And 8. This is a challenge. And 7, 6, especially when your abs are tired. 4 more. 3 and 2 and 1. Legs together. Inhale. Exhale, lower everything to the mat. Stretch your arms out to the side, and let's do a little rotation stretch. Lower your knees to one side. Feel that nice abdominal stretch. Hold it. Lift your legs slowly and over to the other side. Okay, knees back up. Let's go back into that bridge position for a moment. Legs hip distance apart. When you're ready, tuck your tailbone, go back up to a bridge, and then little pulses up with your hips. We're going to focus on those back body muscles now. Keep going, just 8 more. 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Really contract those glutes and hamstrings. When you're ready, take a deep breath in and then exhale, roll down your spine. Really tucking until your lower back gently on the mat, and then we relax the glutes and hamstrings and allow our pelvis to roll into that neutral position. Okay, let's hold our hamstring, roll it all the way up to a seated position. Sit with your legs crossed. Take your hands behind and extend your back. So we want to adjust our arms so we're comfortable, so we can really open up the chest and look up towards the ceiling. And then release. Let's take it onto our hands and knees. So we're going to go to the center of our mat. We'll start off with some knee push-ups. Push-ups, our hands are wide. When we place them down, they're right on the side of our chest, and we're angling our fingers in. Move your knees back so you can lower your hips, straight line from your head to your knees. When you're ready, let's do some push-ups. Inhale, bend, exhale, push away from the mat. Take your time. Okay, just 2 more and 1 more. Well, let's go all the way to our mat, all the way down. Now from here, legs are a little bit apart, arms are 90 degrees. We're gonna lift our body up off the mat and then lower back down. Again, lift our body up so our legs come up, they're straight, elbows reaching wide, and then lower down. Keep going. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. 4 more. 2 more, and 1. Okay, now from here, lengthen your arms. You don't have to straighten them completely. Legs are hip distance apart. Lift the right arm, left leg. This is swimming. Lower down. Lift the left arm, right leg. Now we want length from our fingertips to our toes, so make sure your leg's not wide or turned out. Keep your leg in line with your hip. When you lift, we're lifting, initiating that move from your glute and hamstring. Try not to rotate your body to get your leg up. You don't have to lift high. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, it's gonna get a little more challenging. Place your hands, one hand on top of the other, and rest your forehead on your hands. Now we're gonna lift our upper body and lift our legs, keep them straight. Now we're gonna kick our legs, just like that swimming exercise, but without the upper body movement. So as you kick, try not to bend your knees like this. We wanna keep them straight. So it's just a tiny little kick, low towards the mat, not high. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Even out those legs and then lower down. Now place your hands on the mat. We're gonna push up into extension. Hold those abs in. And then lower down. As you lower down, lift your legs. Push away from the mat. It's kind of like a rocking back and forth. Lower down, lift your legs. Push away from the mat. Lower down, lift your legs. Now, as you push away, if it's too much on your lower back, move your hands away from your body so you're not arching as much. And then lift your legs as you lower down. So we're really keeping all the muscles around our knees contracted strong to keep our legs straight. And we're also really contracting those glutes and hamstrings. 2 more. Holding those abs, especially here when you push away. 1 more. Okay, relax your legs. Take your hands in close. Push off the mat onto your hands and knees. Moving your legs close together. Let's drop down to our forearms and lift one leg without rotating our body. Keep your hips even. Pull in those abs and kick your leg. Hopefully you're really starting to feel those glutes and hamstrings work. Now as you kick, notice, are you moving your back? Try not to. Your back's as steady as possible, just your leg moving. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold it up. Slowly we're going to bend our knee in and then lengthen. Bend our knee in and lengthen. Now try not to round your back as you bend. Keep your back steady in a nice neutral position. 2 and 1. Lower your knee down. Let's switch sides. So we're going to stretch the other leg out. Keep your hips even. Tiny kick. As straight as you can get your leg. Lots of energy through that leg. Keep going. Just a little bit longer here. 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now slowly bend. Don't tuck your tailbone. You want to feel the stretch in the glute and hamstring. And then lengthen. Abs in the entire time. Inhale, bend. Exhale, lengthen. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, lower your knee down. Let's take it up onto our hands and knees. Now for this exercise, our legs are close. We're going to lift the right arm, left leg, and balance here. Just hold it. Reach in your arm, reach in your leg. Now we're going to do a little movement with our back with this exercise. We're going to bend our knee, elbow to knee, opposite arm to leg. We round our back. And then we stretch out. Neutral or extension, it's up to you. Bend, elbow meets the knee here, and then lengthen. You don't have to touch, of course, but elbow towards the knee, and then lengthen. Elbow towards your knee, and lengthen. Just 1 more. And place your hand and knee down. Let's switch sides. So remember, it's opposite arm to leg. So I have my left arm and my right leg lifted. Find your balance. When you're ready, elbow to knee, flex your spine. Neutral or extend. Elbow to knee, reach. Elbow to knee. Take your time. If I'm going too fast, go as slow as you'd like. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it for a couple of seconds. Lower down. All right, let's take it to our side. We're gonna do a little stretch. So we stack our legs, our hands a little past our shoulders. We want to lift our side body so we're neutral. Place your hand behind your head. Take your elbow. We're just going to rotate like you're trying to reach your elbow towards your hand that's on the mat or towards your elbow. And now lift your elbow back up and we're going to reach back towards the back of the room and look towards the back of the room. Keep your hips stacked. Again, rotate. Lift your elbow. Open up the chest. Look back. 1 more time. And then center. All right, let's switch sides. So your legs are stacked. You move your hand a little away from your hips. Lift your side body up, hand behind your head, open up your chest. Take your elbow in, don't move your hips. And then lift, open up the chest, reach towards the back of the room with your elbow. And again, this can be a wonderful stretch for your shoulder as well, right here. When we reach back, hopefully you feel that stretch here. 1 more time. Rotation, nice stretch for your back. And extend, and then center. All right, let's do a side stretch. Let's go to the other side again. We're going to place our legs so they're bent. Ankles Externals are close, hand on the mat, side body lifted. Lengthen this arm over your leg. We're gonna go into a side plank. If it's too much for you on your straight arm, you can always do it on your forearm. When you're ready, we're gonna go up to a side plank and hold it. This can be very challenging. Balance here, breathe, and then lower down. Let's do 2 more. When you're ready, big inhale. Exhale up. Inner thighs meet. I have my top leg in front of my bottom leg. They're close. And lower down. Okay, one more time. Inhale. Exhale up. Pull in those core muscles, those abs close to your spine. And then lower down. All right, let's switch. It's a lot on your wrist, but if you're comfortable, you just feel the work, that's fine. We want to strengthen our wrist, especially if you're on a computer typing a lot or phones. We're extended, we're strengthening, also working on mobility. Lengthen your arm, sit tall. When you're ready, take it up, hold it. Line up your top arm over your bottom arm, stack your hips, abs close to your spine, lower down. You got it, just 2 more. Inhale, exhale up. Hold it here, breathe. Shoulders away from your ears, no tension in your neck. Hold, lower down. Okay, 1 more. Inhale, exhale up. Hold it. Stack your hips, drawing those lower abs and lower down. All right, let's take it onto our hands and knees. We're gonna work on flexibility and mobility. On our hands and knees again, all we're gonna do is shift our body weight forward and back, just getting that nice little stretch in our hands, wrists, forearms, forward and back. Now, while we're doing this, just make sure in a good alignment. So we wanna make sure our head's not hanging like this. We wanna stay neutral, keep those back body muscles working. 2 more. 1 more. Now this next stretch, we're gonna flip our hands so they're the other way, so the top of our hands are on the mat and our fingers are pointing in. Hold it, you'll feel the stretch right away. My arms are bent, I keep them bent, I don't straighten them. If you're flexible enough to straighten them, that's fine. But we're just getting that nice little stretch again in our wrists, forearms. Hold it. And now sit back on your heels, interlace your fingers and gently circle your hands around. Okay, let's do a couple lower body stretches. So we're gonna take our hands to the mat. We're gonna take 1 foot in between our hands, which can be challenging to get into that position. The toes on the mat for the back leg. So we're in a deep lunge. And feel free to adjust your feet. If they feel like they're too close, just move the front one forward, the back one back. Hold the stretch. If this is too much for you, you can always keep your knee on the mat. Now we're gonna lengthen both legs and lower our chest towards the front leg. Hold the stretch. Go back into that lunge, so reach your back foot towards the back of the mat. Hold, and now lower your knee, relax your toes. We're just gonna lift our body up in a comfortable position here with our hands on our leg. Keep your hips pointing straight ahead. Hold it. And then push back so we can switch sides. So hands on the mat. You can do it this way, or you can just step forward first, just to get into that lunge. Toes on the mat, lift your back knee up. Hold it, keep your hips even. Okay, slide that back foot forward, straighten both legs, lower your chest towards the front leg, lower your head, hold it. If you don't like being upside down, you can stay in that lunge position. Okay, let's go back to the lunge, reach, hold it. Lower your back knee, relax your toes, and lift your body up, placing your hands on your leg. The nice thing about mat Pilates is you get comfortable with getting down on the mat and back up. You help increase mobility and flexibility, so this is comfortable. These type of movements are comfortable for you. Now push away from the front and take your foot back. Okay, hands on the mat. Toes on the mat. We're gonna walk our hands back like we did earlier at the beginning of class into that squat position. Stay right here. Lower your weight onto your feet so you get that nice stretch in the back of your legs. Okay, then walk your hands forward. We're gonna go to a seated position. We'll start with our legs straight out in front, and you can use your hands behind you for support. So you sit tall. You can use a yoga block to sit on. We're just gonna flex and point our feet. So toes up, toes down. Put it back up a little bit. Toes up, toes down. We can get really tight in our feet and ankles and lower leg, so we want to make sure we can move really well because it can affect everything all the way up when you're walking or standing. 2 more. 1 more. Keep your feet flexed. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to try to reach for our toes or reach for your ankles and hold this stretch. Hold it just a little bit longer. And then take it up. Let's go to a mermaid stretch position. 1 leg bent in front, swing the other foot behind, and try to center your weight. Again, you can use a block to sit on if you're not comfortable, if you feel like you're here. Sit tall with your arms relaxed by your side. Good. We're gonna start off rotating towards the front leg, and then we're gonna hinge forward, taking our hands to the mat, and lower our chest towards the mat. This is a wonderful stretch for your back. And then push away from the mat. Let's go into lateral flexion. 1 arm up and over, and then switch. 2 more. 1 more. Don't worry about your shoulder here. We can lift it nice and high to get that nice side body stretch. Let's switch. Sitting tall. If you feel like you're here, the goal is to eventually feel uncomfortable sitting tall on the mat. Okay, rotate towards the front leg. Take your hands to the mat without rounding. So try to stay nice and long. That's where those back body muscles stay strong. Lower your chest towards the mat. Your hips reach in the opposite way. Hold it. Make sure your head's not here. You'll notice if you drop your head, those back body muscles feel completely different. Keep them strong, keep them contracted by staying in alignment. Push away from the mat and then center out your body. Reach up and over, lateral flexion. 2 more. And 1 more. Okay, take it to the center. Let's move our legs forward in crisscross position. If you're not comfortable here, over time you'll feel more and more comfortable. But today, you can sit on a yoga block if you'd like and sit really tall. Let's finish today's class with a deep breath in. As you inhale, look up. Exhale, look straight ahead and think of really stacking your spine, nice position. Inhale, look up. And exhale 1 more time. Deep breath in through your nose. And exhale. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. I'll see you next week.